Yo, what's up, bozos?
Oh, shit.
All right, so here we are again. We done caught another one without recording, and now I'm fuming, but the phone's still charging, and I give it a couple more seconds. Finally get this guy released because I kept my limit, which is just one redfish where I am. This guy was a little bit bigger, a little bit fatter. He had some fight on him, but that junk didn't phase him because, look, he still released perfectly, came off, swam right away. So that's the thing you got to keep in mind with these redfish and any other fish, really. Just when you keep them out of the water for a little while, make sure you put them back in the water. Let them pop a slurp juice or something, and then they'll kick off right away. Make sure that they swim off fine, and then you should be good. All right, so here I'm staged up on those 3 pilings that are right in front of me, and I'm just waiting for any cruising reds to come by because I had seen a couple. So I'm both blind casting directly in front of me to see if there's any reds cruising right in front of me, and then I'm also waiting to see if there's any action, like any of their backs sticking out or see them through the water, and then I'll sight cast right in front of them and hopefully get tied on them. So I don't get any more action on those pilings, so I decide to move a little further, start walking a little more down. Then I saw what looked like a giant redfish, so I started casting all around him in hopes of grabbing his attention.
Oh, boy. You hear that?
So as you can see for yourself, he starts dogging
shit.
me on my 2500, and I'm kind of geeked because this is the biggest fish I've hooked all day, and I honestly was starting to think that I wasn't going to catch him. But I bring him in finally after the long fight, and he's the fattest red that I've caught ever. Not the longest by a couple inches, but I thought he was much bigger, I'll tell you that. He had some real fight to him. So I got a measure on this guy. He turned out to be about 25 inches or so, and I ended up releasing him, obviously, because I can't keep anymore, and because this is about as big as they get in my area. I kept this guy in the water because I did have him outside of the water for a little longer than I'd like. So I held him for a little bit, made sure he got the oxygen he needs for a healthy release, and then I sent him on his way. He kicked off on his own, and he swam off real strong. And now I'm walking further down the shoreline again, and I spot the back of a red moving towards me. So I start casting all around him in hopes of getting tight.
There we go.
This guy doesn't have too much fight in him. He didn't really peel any drag. I just dragged him onto shore. Here I am holding him up for you guys. He's much bigger than he actually fought, but clearly he wasn't done because as I'm unhooking him, he just decides to dip and kind of make me look like an idiot. So I stopped seeing any more tailors and I just started doing a bajillion more blind casts. I don't see any reds until later on. I catch this small red and I start heading back to the car, and then I catch this other red as well. And it started getting late. I still had to cook up that one redfish that I kept. So after catching those 2 redfish, I decided to wrap it up after a very successful day of just whacking them straight redfish back to back to back. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and let me know if there's any other type of content you guys want to see in the future. See you, bozos.